left a whole organization in the midst, and that's just me, my wife, and I.
Yes, yes. And we ain't gonna bring that up. Unless you want to talk about it.
Hey, look, I'm on your show.
Ooh, this will be crazy. Well, the organization was the Masons.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're the only one that I know that has successfully exited the Masons that I know. I'm not saying that it has been done before.
Successfully?
Yeah, he made his way out.
What they gonna do?
Maybe publicly.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. Excuse me, but thank you. Publicly denounced them.
Yeah.
Is that a better way of saying them?
Yeah. I was about to say,
And that's
All right. So the first thing I did, whenever someone has a claim against Freemasonry and they say that they are an ex-Mason, I investigate who they are, what they do, what lodge they're from. So apparently, Mr. Edgar is from the most worshipful lodge, the most worshipful Joshua Grand Lodge, AF and AM of Texas, Inc. Whenever you see ink on the ends, it should give you pause. But for argument's sake, I looked him up. I looked up the organization. This is what I found. Homepage. Red flag for me. Grand Lodge. You have a cluster of men and women in the photo for a Grand Lodge. Not only that, but you have several styles of regalia that the men are wearing. Another red flag. So once I find out what lodge he's from, I go and check with the foreign Grand Lodges by the UGLE. The reason I check the UGLE, of course, is because it is the oldest Grand Lodge and is universally regarded as the mother Grand Lodge of organized Freemasonry. Right? So if he's a regular Freemason, his lodge would be recognized. So we go down North America, not Canada, United States, of course. And he's from Texas, Texas Inc. So we scroll down to Texas. Now, we have two lodges. The Grand Lodge of Texas, which is the quote unquote mainstream or white Grand Lodge. We call them state Grand Lodges. And then you have the Prince Hall Grand Lodge. It's usually like that in every state, but there are some exceptions. Okay. We're going to click on the Grand Lodge of Texas. And the Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Texas. Of course, this is not the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Joshua Grand Lodge. It's most worshipful, but not the Joshua Grand Lodge. So these are the two in the state of Texas, the two Grand Lodges that are recognized. So I said, oh, okay, well, I know of another website that I can go to see if they've been, quote unquote, registered as a bogus Grand Lodge. Okay, this is the phalaxis.org. Take a look at it. Let's go to bogus Masonic organizations. Here they give you their spiel, which they do great work, by the way. Shout out to all those guys. So we're going to scroll down until we get to Texas. There we go, Texas. Remember, these are all bogus lodges. Let's go to the most worshipful Joshua. Do we see most worshipful? Oh, most worshipful Joshua Grand Lodge AF and AM. Most worshipful Joshua Grand Lodge AF and AM of Texas. They're registered as a bogus lodge. So his claim to Freemasonry, that he's a Freemason, not true in whatever aspect. So now we have to really listen to what he's saying and ask ourselves, is it his Grand Lodge? Is it his small group of Freemasons? Can't really call them Freemasons, but for the sake of argument. All right, so now that we got that cleared up, he's a bogus Freemason. He's never been a regular Freemason, whether he's irregular or clandestine, which this group, from the research that I did, appears to be a clandestine group. But let's get back to the video.
Word to say, because when I stepped away, I really had to pray and ask God to forgive me if there's anything that I was a part of, any oath and obligation I might have recited that was offensive to him.
Yes.
And just to make sure my heart and spirit was right and in line with God.
Yeah.
So are they not in right? Because I don't know. I mean,
No, she's.
you
Are
just
they
said-
not right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not right and in line with God. What's they?
Because they're
you know,
patrol-
well, I'm just saying. A lot of people, I mean, like, you don't know. You see the little symbols, you
Yeah.
see, you hear this, you hear that, then they like, oh, it's not like that. My granddad wasn't like.
I told
Well-
you. I told you how high my uncle was.
Yeah,
My uncle
same here.
was a high. I think he was
What
the
is it,
treasurer.
like culty or something? What is it?
It has that vibe because at times you have an oath and obligation that you're bound to. But when, like I say, for me, when I joined, I was naive in a lot of areas. I saw a lot of pastors and judges at home that were Masons, but in the return, the lifestyle that these pastors and these judges wasn't honoring and pleasing to God anyway. So that's a whole nother story in itself.
Okay, so I had to stop it. For the record, an unscrupulous person is going to be an unscrupulous person no matter what organization they join. So you can't put that off on Freemasonry. We have safeguards where we try to initiate upstanding gentlemen. Situations change, things happen. But for the most part, at least in the state of Michigan, we have a filtering process. I am a Freemason from the state of Michigan. Why do Freemasons take oaths? New members make solemn promises concerning their conduct in lodge and in society. Freemasons do not swear allegiances to each other or to Freemasonry. Freemasons promise to support others in the time of need, but only if that support does not conflict with their duties to God, the law, their family, or with their responsibilities as a citizen. So all this taking obligations that's against God, that's a load of crap. It's a load of crap, and frankly, it gets old listening to it. But let's get back to it.
The organization tells you it helps good men to be better.
Right.
Okay.
And when you ask the question, it's like, how are we making good men better? And you can't answer that question.
Because
You got
they
a
do
problem.
always say that a good man, he's a good man.
We're going to line your pockets at the same time.
Yeah.
With these dudes.
Now, could it have been just the sector you were involved with, or
No, it's
across the board?
It's across the board, because when I left, I had people who was higher ranked than me.
I was about to say, you was pretty high ranked.
Yeah. And people out of state that was higher than I was say, man, I feel you, and everything that you say, I've experienced that. But still wouldn't make that transition away.
You think they're afraid to, or you think they just too
Addicted to power.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
it is.
You know, a lot of times you have these titles, like the position I had, I didn't have to put my outfit on. People dress me.
Oh, wow.
And people get addicted to that.
Yeah, they do.
So, and especially if you somebody who don't have no type of honor in your own.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, okay, let's address this good man better thing. Freemasonry teaches us to practice self-improvement. Again, state of Michigan. Masonry teaches that each man has a duty to make life better, not just for himself, but for everyone. Whether that means helping to clean up the environment, volunteering on civil projects, or helping a child learn how to read. Is that not making good men better? Just curious about that. I'm also a 32nd degree Scottish Rite Freemason from the Northern Masonic jurisdiction. This is our website. Scottish Rite also has programs that help with self-improvement. We'll cover this in another video at another time, but you have enrichment programs, you have service and philanthropy. I mean, we definitely make good men better. As far as his getting dressed by, so Freemasonry, at least regular Freemasonry, is a fraternity, all male group. I don't know why he would want other men to dress him. I'm not sure if that's what he's implying, or if he's implying that maybe some of the women in this group helped him get dressed. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we definitely dress ourselves. If you need help with the collar, of course a brother's gonna help. We had a situation in our local lodge where a guy's apron was too big. He was a slender guy, so we took the apron and pulled it, and then had him put it on. But that's just an adjustment. We're not definitely not dressing each other. That's crazy, to say the least. Yeah, but let's get back into it.
Wife or your kids, you're a part of an organization that everybody gives you that honor. It can be addictive.
Yeah.
How long were you a part of the Masons?
Since 94.
Oh, you was in there deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how long ago that was just last year, right?
That was last year.
How does your heart feel?
Oh, I feel great now. And the best way I could describe it, and see too with me, my walk with God has gotten closer.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm dripping.
See that? Dripping
Follow the
in
drip.
blessings.
Dripping
I'm
with
dripping
blessings.
That's it.
I got
Dripping with
drip for sale.
blessings.
Yeah. Nice, colorful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like that, bro. Love
So
it.
as I was on my path with God in that my spiritual walk, I noticed the road started veering. And I had to make a decision. Am I going to stay on this straight path and keep my walk close with God or follow the curve?
Do you think it was a situation where, when it initially started or was founded, the initial founders had a vision, and then as time goes, people stray away from that vision, and it became
really
something
do.
it didn't mean to be?
The principles that was built that the Masonic organization, in what I believe were intentionally good, but some people got in it who might always want to be an Omega, might want to be a Kappa at one time.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Gotcha.
So they joined a fraternal organization that has religious values, and they pollute it.
Yep.
That's
Oh, you see that happen? Yeah.
Yes, that's
So
a common
many.
thing.
I mean, even just regular companies. Just think about how, you have an old company,
Yes.
and then the people die, and
Yes.
then the kids take over, and then it turns into
It's never the same.
right.
It's never the same.
So it's real important that someone, whoever's your predecessor, has your same visions.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to choose them wisely.
Yeah,
You have to, choose this
man. I
big time right on that one.
I got people that I used to shoot marbles with that don't really talk to me no more. That was Masons
Because of that.
because I left.
I was about to say any fallback, and you just answered the question. That's crazy.
I'm closer
Do
to
you
some.
lose any sleep over that?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, because you got God
That's
That
it.
part.
and your wife.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
That's just so
That's
weird to
golden.
me, though.
And when I joined the organization, everything it advertised, that's what I wanted to be a part of. Something that does community service, something that gives back to the community.
Because that's what I thought. Like, it was just
I'm doing all that with our church.
period.
So that's where it's supposed to be at anyway. And the organization was totally doing nothing. It's like we partied more. And I used to tell them, I'm like, man, I've partied very well
Okay.
in my past by myself.
Yeah, I need y'all to do it with.
I've partied with the best of them. Literally.
I bet.
Yeah.
You parted with the pimp.
Exactly. I was that Too Short's 40th birthday party way back in the day. So
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
I'm 50.
Did you see anything while
But
you
that's
were?
very commendable of you, because a lot
Yes.
of people would still, like you said, people still stand, even
The
though
power.
even though they have verbalized feeling the same way.
Yeah.
So that's
It's addiction of power.
Bingo.
Now, to educate people, because everybody's a conspiracy theorist, right?
yes.
And you hear about Freemasons that was deal. When you hear people talk about the Illuminati and all this sort of stuff, is there a difference between the two organizations?
Now I'll say I believe it is a difference.
Yes.
I personally have never experienced any of that.
Yes.
And it's not much higher than I was.
Okay.
So, I was considered to be a 33rd/95th degree Mason. So it can go a little bit higher, maybe 97th degree, but it's not too much higher. And no.
Yeah.
Okay, again. In Freemasonry, in Freemasonry, the Blue Lodge or the craft degrees, there's only 3. And the Scottish Rite goes up to 32, and you get an honorary 33rd once you've put in enough work. This 90 something degree deal. This comes from the Memphis Mizraim uh, Freemasonry thing. I think it maybe involve continental Freemasonry. I went to one of their websites. They're all pretty much the same. They give you the same information. So we go the Sovereign Sanctuary International of the Egyptian Masonic Order, ancient and primitive rite of Memphis Mizraim, is under the category of Progressive Universal Freemasonry. Okay. Also known as Continental Freemasonry or Liberal Freemasonry, or simply as Ancient Primitive Rites of Memphis Mizraim. Now, take a look at this. Unlike mainstream Freemasonry, generally referred to as regular Freemasonry. Okay, so they're making a distinction. Generally referred to as regular Freemasonry, which is those who have aligned with the Grand Lodge of England. Remember, that's universally regarded as the Mother Lodge. Generally referred to as regular Freemasonry, those who have aligned with the United Grand Lodge of England, the UGLE. The Memphis Mizraim accepts both men and women into its ranks, and has a system of 99 degrees rather than 33 degrees. Like I said before, sorry, Edgar, but you were never a Freemason. The Memphis Mizraim also contains several appendant bodies or orders within its system, some of which are not included in regular Freemasonry. There we go. Another separation. There we go. As a modern representative of the complete esoteric rites of Egyptian Freemasonry. Okay. I don't deal with esoteric Freemasonry. For those who choose to be my guest, but in my opinion, is just a lot of conjecture, and you get these type of organizations that just make things up. So it's safer to stay away from that type of stuff. But like I said, if you feel the need, hey, more power to you. As a modern representative of the complete esoteric rites of Egyptian Freemasonry, the Memphis Mizraim may be considered a truly mystical order in its study and practical application of the esoteric principles of the Masonic craft. There we have it. The only group that does this 99 degree thing that Mr. Edgar was referring to is this group, which is not Freemasons. It's not Freemasonry. They do their own thing, whether they're irregular or clandestine. That can be discussed at a later time. You know, I'll do a video on that. But as far as this goes, no. Sorry, Edgar. Sorry to disappoint. You were never a Freemason. Thanks for watching.